The first thing that I would love for you to know if you are taking a GLP-1 is how it's going to affect your appetite. But when we take a GLP-1, it is slowing the transit of food in our stomach and thus making us feel a lot fuller for a lot longer than normal. So this is a positive, especially if you experience a lot of food noise and you want to be able to have a little more space between the food noise and your ability to mindfully eat. A lot of folks, especially with insulin resistance, really need that extra help to be able to make mindful decisions about food and give themselves that space again. But what can happen for some folks is that it completely eliminates their desire for food. They don't want any meals, and so they tend to skip out on an entire day's worth of eating if they're eating quote unquote intuitively on a GLP-1. So I definitely don't really recommend eating intuitively. I know that sounds crazy because we're so used to, hey, you need to eat intuitively on a GLP-1, but I think of it more in the mindful eating aspect. We want to be listening to our body, but sometimes with a GLP-1, our body's not giving us the signals that it once did, so it's hard to rely on it alone. So we need to also rely on external cues like time of day and how many times we've eaten, and using things like the plate method for eating food to really guide us on, am I eating enough? Am I eating consistently throughout the day? And things like that. So first and foremost, it's going to affect your appetite extremely, and especially at the beginning. Sometimes it tapers off after a while and we get that appetite back. But especially in the beginning, don't only rely on your internal cues for hunger, for, the validation to eat or not. You need to eat at least 4 small meals a day, ideally 4 to 6 every 3 to 4 hours with carbs, protein, and fat.